Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
Will hopefully cause some issues. Okay, right, so that means we've missed the fact that Beitran has quickly cleared towards bot side, flashes in and gets the wall stun. Kill onto Naket. TT absolutely. You guys can enjoy some of these stories in a bit more of a, let's say, official capacity. You know what I mean? Sets up. Teleports into the mid lane. The cat walks in here. No flash, no heal. Forces and corral setup into Milky Way, who flashes forward, and that'll be a kill. Really good jungle support play. Good roam from the cat, who comes back out onto the map. I can't remember the other team he was on, but he was definitely on our RA for a bit. His individual laning, definitely something to be proud of. Feather in the brush, of course, can get a good route through here. If he can get, it's nice, really good route. Can he get a trap underneath it? Yeah, they can. That's a fantastic combo from 1xN and Feather. And another trap comes through as well. Can they get the extra flash after? Yes, they can. It pits him down into the bailout. 1xN does not die to a rend after a fantastic play from 1xN and Feather. Jachi and Niket rotate up towards topside to get themselves some pressure towards the grubs, and all can you tell. He's on LGD. Thank you, Trinity. I appreciate that. As there we get ourselves ult missed. Antonio, I was looking away from the screen for a second. Antonio has used his ult. I'm going to assume he misses it. Gets rooted up in place. Sets up now ahead in gold. A little bit. But you expect that to be the case. It's not out of control for the Ambassador, so Antonio can be pretty happy where he is. Milky Way has no flash, has ult now though. Remember, if you get that swirl seed on target, then it's nasty as heck. Does he have the extra movement speed? No. Niket and Jachi forced away, and that's a wall stun. It'll be another bailout tried to be used, but I don't know if it'll be enough. So only the Nico watering for now, though. Another Q, is it going to be enough? Roots, and it's a kill. Bailout wears off. Another kill for the support. Sets up, not cancelled out of his ultimate, so he'll be able to safely get away from that Lilia ultimate, which was channeled onto him, too. Wonderful snowball around this 2v2 situation. They'll get themselves the 3 grubs away from the Lilia. Really nice. Roam towards the top side. Jachi and Niket in river, but what are they going to do? They're trying to stop this tower going down. Setab doesn't have ult, is hit up by the ults, but not going to be able to... not going to go down, rather. Flashes out. And Jachi and Niket, they make a play, but more realistically 2-item team fight between all the members involved, but really 1 item in level 11, maybe. I don't know. For RNG, you need to wait later into the game, basically. Beitran going to take another set of grubs. That's going to be 6 grubs for TT. Yikes. And now the problem is, Caitlyn, who is already 1.5k gold lead up, gets to hit towers with 6 grubs. Give them a little bit of time, maybe. Give them another playoffs or 2. They could be LPL mainstays in mid to top table LPL teams, particularly with, you know, oh, that's a really good combo, and the cat did not want to be there. Oh, flash forwards for the handshake, tries to go for a combo, and the cholesterol helps bail him out. Beitran now in a lot of trouble, will burn down. The equalizer's pretty good, but I don't know whether that's going to lead to any kills as it stands. A flash backward, Milky Way flashes forward, and suddenly RNG are feeling it. A good sleep, but 1xN gets out. Is it enough? You're still melee range with way too many people. It's an arcane showdown between Ambassador and Caitlyn, and I don't think the Caitlyn comes out on top of that. RNG find a huge 3-for-none team fight. Niket flashes forward, knowing as the support of his team, RNG bring things back. You just de facto win the game. Tiny one on top side, not going to be able to do that much there. Good over time, and yes, there's going to be an outer tower taken by Xiaoshu. How much are you going to get out of this inner one? Half of it so far. Splash lands. He has no summoners. He has no flash. He has no cleanse as well. He gets hit by double ultimates. He does get out for now, but Xiaoshu is on that Caitlyn. The Caitlyn goes down. It's a 1-for-1 as the Kalista dies on the other side. Nico buying some time with a Pop Blossom, but I don't know if they have the damage now. Sets up half HP. And the teleport coming in from Tiny, and of course, earlier on into the play means that TT have once again overstepped. A swirl seed leads to a 3-for-1 fight. RNG getting a lot out of these big ultimates. Very well initiated game win condition of the soul. TT just not paying attention to grubs. 6 grubs being used to get a little bit of damage in the turret. Teleport away from bot side of the map by Xiaoshu. Does that leave TT with an option to make a play away from the Ornn lane now? Tanyuan doesn't have teleport, neither does Xiaoshu, and you do have the realm we can see. Beitran Summoning out that Herald in the mid lane. Now, they do have that 6 scrubs. This should be an easy tower take. That should be gone. Drive it immediately into that turret. Get a couple of autos on. That'll do it. Tower, random misstep from TT could genuinely cost them this next fight and a huge strategic part of the game. Clone used up. You can use the traps to buy a little bit of vision. The same with the clone. Xiaoxu walking towards Beichuan. Are we just splitting the map? Ryze does have teleport. He's not here for the setup. Are we just using 6 scrubs and say, right, you can have your dragons. Let's just get as much gold? Do they not want to fight objectives at all? I don't know, TT. I don't know. I guess going against Callista Ren feels meh. But you haven't done that much work. Yeah, you might get an inner turret, but it's not that much work. 700 gold. And Riftmaker both have their Haunting Guides passive, so you get the increase 6% from Liandry's and 10% from Riftmaker, which means that overall, because they kind of they work multiplicatively, you get like 12% increased damage or something like that instead of. Oh, it's a flash forward onto Feather, who gets onto the Blast Cone. Is that going to be enough? That's a very, very fast deer, but the Poppy ultimate saves him some Milky Way. Flash and ult down for Feather's flash and his heal. You're so important here too. They're trying to use this to go towards the Atakan. Now that might be a problem for TT. Do you really want to go in towards this? Ambessa caught out and a Realm Walk comes in. Ultimate use, the Wallster not going to land. They might end up trading Ambessa's life for the Atakan? Yeah, I don't know about that one. You've got the 6 scrubs and you've been trying to 1-3-1. Setup, he's going to flash over. He'll flash away to deny the G8. The withdrawal comes through. It's a little bit more value. Inner turret. Now, this is more valuable. I was wondering, okay, well, if you're going to give it the Atakan, you better get some freaking objectives. I don't think TT should be... they've been so scared walking up to objectives before. Ult comes through. Doesn't land onto the cap right now. The Ambassador ult does not land onto either. And suddenly 1xN is actually free into the backline. Needs to be a little bit careful, but suddenly, actually, RNG have kind of messed up their engage. Beichuan plays for the disengage. Feather playing for a little bit of space buying as well. Jackie jumps forwards, but it's RNG that have messed up their engage. They don't get themselves their big combo. It's going to be a Callista used defensively. 1xN does have to use that cleanse onto Milky Way, who does manage to get the dust onto them. RNG teleport back out onto the map. However, even though RNG lose themselves the confrontation around the Baron, they get themselves onto the map quicker. Teleports will need to be... Well, they'd love to be used by TT, but they don't have them. 20 seconds. Ryze wouldn't have been there. No ultimate, no teleport. Instead, RNG back off. Maybe feeling like they can go a little bit slower. I felt like they could just rush straight up towards it. Feather using the clone to tank up another Swell Seed. It's going to get started up now. RNG, they don't have their big ultimates now, though. That's a big loss, and suddenly Caitlyn can feel so much more happy. They can go up towards this. RNG, what are they looking for? Smite Steal, they don't have a flash on the Lilia. Hoya has his Equalizer, and that's a huge point. We haven't really seen the Rumble have that much value in this game so far. And Besser on the backside has ult in 5 seconds. Equalizer, where is that gone? Where is the Equalizer gone, Hoya? Judgy's dead all the same. Tanyuan has his ultimate now, and he'll get into the play onto 1xN. Feather gives a good peel ultimate, though, and the Ambassador goes down. It's a 2v1, just like in Arcane. Ryze dodges out on the skill shots. The setup tries to get a kill onto the Ornn, and will do so. Milky Way goes down. RNG end up losing the players. A triple kill comes through to setup. I thought that with the Atakan and model their way through to a parent themselves, even though that frickin' Equalizer went to Nadia. Where did that Equalizer go? Hoya, my friend. Ultimates are back up again from RNG, and there is a flash on the Caitlyn. I guess that's the thing you have to contend with. Patron using that recall to cancel the ultimate. Caitlyn goes into the Ornn. I guess it means that they're out of position to defend the towers, but 6 scrubs. It's a very easy to shred through. You know, Nico doesn't normally build support items. Can't really go for someone like a Mikhail's. Well, what do you 2,000 gold ahead? You can. Feather's had a wonderful game. Feather might... I think Feather's low-key my MVP. This Nico's been insane from both laning phase and in teamfight perspective. See if they can close it out, of course. 6 scrubs. Ornn ult coming through. 1xN caught in their own animations, and the ultimates come through, but it's not enough. Cleanse has been used, and the summoners from 1xN mean he can keep DPSing. Milky Way goes forwards, and the ultimate means a great deal of nothing. RNG had a couple of good team fights, but TT, Thunder Talk, get themselves the gold value from their own macro. 1-0 for them in the best of 1 first game of the day, going up to